good afternoon, good evening, regardless of what part of the world you are joining us from. I'm the well-known blockchain realtor. My name is Joe Tehile. Thank you for taking our time to join us tonight, which we'll be talking on why blockchain is the future of real estate investing. Yeah, so I'm excited to be here tonight. This is more like my first live session for 2025. Yes, my first live session for 2025. And I've my time to say this is a conversation we should have. It's very, very important that we have this conversation today. So yes, thank you for joining me live. What is my story with blockchain and then real estate? I would say blockchain was my first love. I came across blockchain even before I went for NYSC. That was 2016. Yes, 2016 to be precise. That was the season of MMM. Go back in history and check MMM United, and a lot of other online schemes. Then Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin, if I'm very correct, was selling around, is it 10 million naira per Bitcoin? Yeah. Unlike what it is now. 10 years ago, Bitcoin was selling for 10 million naira or less. Thereabout. Ethereum, man, you did not want to know what the price of Ethereum was back then. So I remember joining a network marketing, I think Cashpool Pro. Then it was led by a guy called Olumide Omokoga. And it was this, you register, you bring two people, they bring two people, and everybody keep growing their legs and the money keeps coming. That was how I came across it then. I didn't really understand what Bitcoin or Ethereum or what blockchain was all about back then. You understand? So I was just, let me make this money. And yeah, I think after joining this, the first week, I was able to bring someone. I got 0.03 Bitcoin. No, was it Bitcoin? Yeah, 0.03 Bitcoin. Yes, 0.03 Bitcoin. The thing is ringing and ringing in my head right now. I'm trying to be very sure if it's Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's Bitcoin, 0.03 Bitcoin. You know what that would have been right now. Yeah, I got there. I still grew my community, made money. Over time, the person I brought in referred me to a group of persons who had a group of persons who were willing to come in. And yeah, so we come in. They came in rather, and I made so much money that 2016 Christmas. It was like the best Christmas I ever had prior then, because it was my money, it wasn't my parents' money. I just graduated university as well, so I was looking out to go for NYS. In my country, we have what we call National Youth Service Corps, where as a youth, immediately you graduate from university, you serve your country for 1 year in any part of the world. So yeah, I had a very fantastic Christmas. That was in 2016. I took my friends, I took my family out, I sponsored it. I had money, like it was crypto money, but I did not know that I was eating up my future back then. Yeah, maybe back then the money was around just 200k or something like that. I really flexed that Christmas. Eventually, I think Cashpool Pro, it was a network marketing scheme. I know how it is. When persons stop coming in after some time, the whole chain dissolves. Even if it's still on the blockchain, because no one is working the chain, it dissolves. So over time, NYSC2 came in. That was in 2017. I didn't have time for it at all, so I left the whole network marketing with Bitcoin under Cashpool Pro. That was then. And then NYSC hits me. I did NYSC, graduated. Then of course I started working. Thank you for those joining. I may not be able to see your name, but you're welcome. So that was how I touched Bitcoin 2016, left it, did NYSC. 2018 again, I started work, and then I came across another network marketing. This time it was Ethereum. It was it Ethereum? Yes, it was Ethereum. It first came as Million Money. Some of you may remember all these network marketing opportunities back then. Then after Million Money, we switched to Forsage. Forsage, people made lots of money then. I also made quite a number of money. Back then, I got up to 1 Ethereum. That was in 2018, 2019, up to 1 Ethereum. But I still did not commit myself to learn what the blockchain market is all about. So after the whole Forsage facade faded out, people stopped bringing in other persons, and of course the system just dissolved on its own. Currently, Forsage is still on the blockchain. Anything in blockchain remains there forever, right? It is still there, but because no one is working it, no one is bringing in more persons to register, the system is just there. So eventually, it's made me lose interest in anything cryptocurrency after that season. And yes, thank you, Desmond Goodman. Thank you. Yes, we're going to work together. So it made me lose interest with anything blockchain. I was looking for something stable to do, and eventually I started working in a digital marketing agency. Then over time, I had quite a number of jobs. Then eventually I started to look long term. Where do I see my future in the next 10 years? What exactly do I want to do with my life? And honestly, I would say real estate chose me. I did not choose real estate. I just applied for a variety of jobs. One recruiting firm connected me to an interview. So they brought us, we didn't know the job we were going for, they just interviewed us, okay? And then they took us to the company. You know, they are a recruiting agency, so they get candidates and then take the candidates to the company that need the candidates. So we're taking from the name of the recruiting firm then was Oreos. Yeah, Oreos. I think they are still working till now. So they took us then, and then the company they took me to was, let me not call the name because I'm currently working with a different real estate organization. So the company that took me in was back then in 2020. This time around it was 2020 lockdown. Eventually, when I came into the real estate sector, I saw the organization, I saw the price of the products, 50 million, 80 million, 100 million. You know, from someone who did not come from a well-to-do family, that was like, man, this is a lot of money. Can I really do this? Do people really have this money to buy? And then I came in with a team of 12. Yeah, enjoy my story. I came in with a team of 12. First month, one of us sold. Second month, 2 other persons sold, making 3. Third month, 3 other persons sold, making 6. So 6 of us had not sold. Fourth month, more persons sold. Fifth month, all these periods sold. But of course, I kept going out for outdoor marketing and like that. Eventually, a long process, I eventually sold property, 9 million, 15 million. And of course, you get commissions when you sell. I was like, oh, this is good. But as at that time, there was no block. Okay, yeah. In that 2021, that was 2021, I started to, that was, I think, the season of shitcoins. That was when shitcoin really came out very well. So yeah, I did a number of shitcoins. Fake token did me great, like really, really good. I think I put, was it $10 back then? Was it $20 or thereabout? And then before you knew it, I had over $300. I was like, wow, this is good. A number of coins did me great, like Doge. That was 2021, remember? 6 shitcoins. So I enjoyed the leverage, but then I will tell you for free that real estate on its own is a very, very jealous business. Real estate for realtors is a very, very jealous business, especially if you're just starting, that you want to carry estate and carry another side hustle on the side. Trust me, it most times will not work. One of them will suffer, and it depends on the one you give the most attention. So yes, real estate did not avail me the time to start the time to start doing blockchain as much as I wanted. Um, after some time in 2021, literally dropped the whole crypto something. But then the persons I started with, I started to see real growth. You know, these guys were fully into blockchain. Of course, they will lose money, but they will keep at it. They will find a way to raise money again and pour themselves back into crypto. Like that, I was like, man. And then real estate was taking off. I'm making some sales. I had somewhere to stay. I was okay, but then compared my growth, I think, yeah, they say compared is the thief of joy. But I've always been someone that I'm never envious of whoever is doing well or not doing well. I am always of the mindset that everyone's time is different. My own time will come. So I celebrated with everyone who was succeeding back then in 2021, 2022. Yeah. So over time, yeah, coming into 2023, yeah, then 2024, I started to think long term that especially seeing the rate at which people were making so much money in the blockchain space. In fact, I started to ask questions. I asked my top leaders and mentors back then that I have passion for this. So I have passion for real estate. I have passion for blockchain. I have passion for e-commerce. And I feel I've basically done all three. There was a time I did e-commerce even while I was working in a company back then as a sales admin. And every month I was making an average of 30, okay, let's just use an average of $15. It was small money back then, but it was a lot of money for me back then. So an average of $15, that's, let's say, 30,000 naira. No, an average of $30. Yeah, let's just say an average of $30, that's 30,000 naira every month from e-commerce. So these three sectors, and the advice I got was, I will not tell you not to try all three. This is the feedback I got. I will not tell you not to try all three. You can try all three, but fail fast and learn fast and focus on the one that gives you the most money, which of course at that time was real estate. So the advice made sense. But then as time went by, I was still in touch with a number of my friends. They kept on growing exponentially in the crypto space. And I started to really ask myself questions. I was not satisfied with the answers I got. So I actually paid a very good consultant. That's Mr. David Adefumilayo. You can check him on LinkedIn. He's exceptionally good. He's actually a very young guy, but they call him the global tech boss. He has helped a number of persons get scholarships internationally. He even, as a last year, got a scholarship, all expense-paid scholarship to study in, was it Oxford or Harvard? I think the scholarship worth $100,000. Wow, I was like, man, he knows what he was doing. So I paid for consultation with him. He gave me at a ridiculous counted rate based on our friendship. And so when we had that conversation, that was when I got to understand systems thinking. Systems thinking in the sense that if you have two passions that are at variance with each other, you need to start thinking, how can I integrate them together? So he gave me examples, very good examples that took me on a long thought after that time. And so it took me a couple of weeks for me to start thinking, how do I integrate blockchain and real estate before, like light bulb, it hits that, wow, are you serious? That there are real estate companies that leverage blockchain. I'm not talking of them accepting payments with blockchain alone. I'm talking of people, real estate companies who have built infrastructures on the blockchain and are really leveling up. For a very clear example, some of you may know this Dubai real estate organization known as Damak. Damak, aside selling individual properties, they have an e-commerce store for their properties where people can pay with Bitcoin or whichever crypto exchange, and it's smooth. Then there's the aspect of properties being converted to NFTs and a whole lot. But I will go in this detail where this vision really kicked up for me. I don't want to talk about the third part. So these are the three different levels. So I was like, okay, cool. Then I came across Propy, Propy, Propy.com, and Propy, Propy does a lot. It's also something like what Damak is doing, but in a much more integrated system. from listing properties for you to buy through cryptocurrency, to creating NFTs for properties, to making available the virtual reality exploration of these properties. So currently, even tonight, my team, by the way, I have a team, or let's say we have a team that's studying blockchain in real estate. We do it on a weekly basis. We take different projects, we study it, we go into it. So last week we studied Propi. This week we are studying Atlant, and get to understand what exactly these guys are doing, how are they able to do so much with so little. So yes, and starting to see this integration, it occurred to me that why not I learn, grow, and build a system where you integrate blockchain with real estate. And that's why I'm very excited with the company and brand I am at the moment, which is GTEX Holdings. Currently, we've digitalized all our real estate assets, every single one. By digitalization, we mean that all our properties are digitally available. Regardless of what part of the world you are in, you can visit our website, GTEX Land/Estate Portal. When you visit our website, you get to see all the properties that we have. You get to see available plots, and then you get to see plots that have already been sold or that have already been bought. So regardless of what part of the world you are, at a single click, you can buy a property. On the site, you buy the property, you pay online, your digitalization aspect that I'm very proud of, which makes it easy over time if our organization consider doing the NFT aspect of these properties. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. By the way, if you are a real estate developer and you want to leverage this technology to digitalize all your property, all your assets, make it visibly available to anyone across the globe, you can reach out to me with the number that we write in the description of this live. Or let me just say it, +234 80 65 33 8144, +234 80 65 33 8144. So if you want to digitalize all your properties, by the way, you should have a minimum of 30 plots, regardless of what part of the world you are. If you want to digitalize it, reach out to me. We can make that happen for you. So yeah, I'm very proud of GTEX Holdings. They've digitalized all their properties, which make it easy when they want to tokenize. Tokenize is creating a digital identity for your physical assets. So I don't veer away from the main discussion of today, which is why blockchain is the future of real estate investing. At the beginning of this conversation, I mentioned Damac Properties in Dubai that currently has the blockchain aspects of their properties, where people can come online, shop, and pay with crypto. I mentioned Propi, I mentioned Atlant, I mentioned quite a number of projects that are currently doing a whole lot. Oh, I forgot to mention SkyTrade. This is a very, very crazy development. SkyTrade is a project, SkyTrade is a project that I love what SkyTrade is doing. So let me give you a clear example. SkyTrade is a project that helps to monetize the air around your land, or the sky around your land. So if you have a plot of land, you can monetize the air. Some of us may not be aware, but in the US and axis like Texas, I think from the ground floor to 500 feet to the sky is monetizable by the owner. So SkyTrade helps you to do that measurement calculation and puts a price for it. This is how you monetize it. Drones cannot fly over your land without your permission or without making payments. Yes, this is what the blockchain is doing. So the monetization The whole setup is done on the blockchain. You get to monetize your sky and pay through the blockchain. I'm just talking about how blockchain is really spreading. Our intention is to bring this to Africa. Yeah, our intention is to bring this to Africa, starting from Nigeria, and we are making quite a number of progress. And I'm very excited about this. So yes, SkyTrade helps you to monetize the sky around your land. So if you have a land maybe 400 square meters, 1,000 meters, they come take the measurement of the sky level and help you put a price on it. Now, drones cannot pass your land or your field without making payment. Yes, if you also want to do this for your property and you feel this is something that you like to do, please feel free to reach out to me as well. We would gladly do that for you. So I've mentioned quite a number of projects now. I really like what Propy is doing, in the sense that Propy also ensures that title documents are approved by the government of whichever loan they are focused on, are made available on the blockchain. So you are buying a property and then you have absolute confidence that this property you are buying is of 100% security. Yeah. So now, why blockchain is the future of real estate? This is the third part. I've talked about digitalization and tokenization. The third part is virtual real estate, or you can say virtual reality aspect of real estate. It was this January that Mark Zuckerberg announced how much data centers they will be building for Meta, right? And also Donald Trump announced that the Dubai government, Damak Properties to be precise, Damak Properties will be investing over $20 billion in the US to build data centers across USA, starting from Texas. Now, what does that imply? When these data centers are in place, right, it aids AI particularly. It gives enough energy for more extensive usage and research on AI. Then aside AI, it allows for anything digital online, including the blockchain as well. So remember, to mine Bitcoins, you need high level of electricity for mining Bitcoin properly. And so quite a number of data centers were set up for mining of Bitcoin as at then. Some persons still do it now, but now it's organizations who mine Bitcoin more. But that's a conversation for another day. Now, what exactly is the future of Meta? Let's ask this question. Why did Facebook change its name from Facebook to Meta? This came up in 2021 when Mark Zuckerberg unveiled the future of the metaverse. And so where Facebook is going to, beyond Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp, Facebook is going to a level we understand as the metaverse. Yes, people have a little understanding of the metaverse now, they play around it, but it is not fully realized. According to Meta experts, including Mark Zuckerberg, the full realization of the metaverse is expected to be 2030. By full realization, we mean that all interconnected spaces and places on the metaverse will be completed or will be fully realized. So let me just explain what this metaverse is all about. The word meta means beyond, while verse is related to the universe. So if you put the two words together, metaverse simply means beyond the universe. So it simply means creating the digital identity of your physical reality. That's what metaverse means. So, when we talked about NFT and tokenization, we talked about NFTs being digital identities of physical assets. But in the case of the metaverse, aside just having maybe a picture or a tokenized art, I was trying to use, or a cryptographed art, that's a picture that may be designed by art and then could sell in millions. Aside just having a static picture that is immovable, in this case, we now create real life spaces and places in the metaverse. Your office is created in the metaverse, Your land that is bare can be created on the metaverse. Your house, your school, your mosque, your church, your business, your organization, your experiences can now be created on the metaverse. And this is where the future of course, on metaverse, what do you call it? The payments system on the metaverse is with cryptocurrency. Currently, it's Coinbase, and now they've made a number of digital arts like Axie Infinity, Decentraland that uses Sandbox. Is it okay? I think Decentraland uses Mana, and then we have, of course, we have Sandbox. I saw a number of them, Immutable X, a number of them, something Universe, I cannot remember. So a number of other cryptocurrencies have come in, and this shall be used as payment gateways in the metaverse. Now, this is the future I'm talking about. Fast forward to 2030. From 2030, just as when the internet came, it got to a stage where Bill Gates, who was then the richest man in the world, said, if you do not have a business on the internet, you are set to not have a business at all. So just as Bill Gates said then that if your business is not on the internet, you can say you do not have a business. It's the same way when the metaverse is fully realized from 2030. If your real estate assets or your physical assets is not on the metaverse, it simply means that your asset is of little to no value. Why? Now things are sold on the internet even much more expensive than the physical assets, right? It's the same way that over time, lands, houses, schools, mosques, whatever, on the metaverse will be much more expensive than on physical reality. It may not make sense now, but over time, it's going to be what it's going to be. So what we are doing right now, that's our community, Blockchain Realtors community, is to pour ourselves into research while putting in place the necessary infrastructures to make this technology spread. It's a whole wild vision that we in the team understand. After this live session, I'll be having an individual meeting with our team on the study I talked about, which is Atlas. Atlas is also a blockchain in real estate project that we'll be studying tonight. Last week we studied Propy, and we got to understand what Propy is doing. It's exactly what we are talking about right now. So there's a whole lot. My team are studying both free courses on metaverse, blockchain, AI, and also there are paid courses as well, like certified paid courses, which is where we are building ourselves to. So it's an exciting future, and this is my advice for you. If you are in real estate, you are a real estate developer, your first step is to digitalize all your real estate assets. That I can tell you for free. Your first step is to digitalize all your real estate assets. This I can tell you, that's to make your asset that you have physically to be visibly available on the internet, that people can see how many properties have been sold, how many properties are available, how can I buy, how can I pay. The exciting part is someone can zoom your property and see the exact land. If there's water on that axis of your land, whoever is at any part of the world can see it and know if they want to buy the land or not. So it saves the whole pressure of I want to do inspection and the likes. So it's really a massive technology we are talking about here. So a number of companies have adopted the second layer, which is tokenization, and then the third layer, which is virtual real estate. But we'll get there over time. So I am ending with this. If you're a real estate developer, number one, and you want to digitalize all your real estate assets, or you know a real estate developer who wants to digitalize all their real estate assets, you can reach out to me with the number. I'll call the number. Then secondly, if you know a real estate company, right now it's real estate developers and companies that can afford what we provide. A real estate company that wants to tokenize the air or the sky around their parcel of lands, reach out to me. Let us start putting these in place. Then we'll get to other aspects over time. The number to contact again. So before I even round up the number to contact, if you like to buy any of the properties that GTEX Holding have, be it lands, be it houses, off-plan houses, already built houses, first in Nigeria, then in the US, lands, off-plan houses, already built houses in the US, then in Dubai, already built houses or off-plan houses, please feel free to reach out to me. We also have investment option both in US and in Naira. Both in dollar and in Naira. Whichever one you want to do, feel free. In subsequent Sunday sessions, I would find a way to show to do product knowledge, to show what we have available for you online. So thank you so much for joining. The number to contact is +234 8065 33 8144. Again, the number to contact is +234 8065 33 8144. Desmond Godson. Yes, we are going to work together. I'm going to drop my contact in the comment section and let's see how we can connect. Once again, my name is Joe Tehili, the well-known blockchain realtor. I would like to connect with you and I would love to do business with you. Thank you all and do have a phenomenal new week. Bye-bye. My message to everyone that has joined here is the exciting part of our project is we refer to everyone, both our team and also our partners, as royalties. The concept is whatever we do, we're going to make royalties available for you and for your children's children. So a whole lot is happening behind the scenes and we are going to get there. Thank you all for joining me live. Once again, my name is Joe Tehili, the well-known blockchain realtor. The number to reach is +234 8065 33 8144. The number to reach is +234 8065 33 8144. Thank you once again and do have a great night rest. Bye bye.